Hi, my name is Jen Hagen, and I have two children on the autism spectrum. My daughter is 19 and my son is 17. They have required a hell of a lot of care throughout their life. My daughter, I was just looking through her baby book. Thank goodness I was such an engaged mommy at the time. I was able to spend time doing that before autism hit us. But I remember her getting her first set of immunizations, I think at 3 months old. It says she was under 12 pounds. And then another set somewhere around 6 months, and she screamed horribly. Then that summer, every night she woke up puking or throwing up because the mucus in her throat would get so thick every time she laid down. I was not a very, medically educated parent at the time, or, like liberal of any sort. I was kind of just working and gonna have the perfect normal family, whatever that means. And so now, shortly after that, we brought her back to the doctor every week at an HMO. We were a part of an HMO during the 90s when apparently there was Thermosol used as a preservative on top of the multiple, the storage of multiple doses of immunizations. They stopped using that method. They took it out of the running, I think maybe a year after my daughter's onset of, I think, diphtheria, which is a heavy mucus in the throat. It was the DPT and MMRs. Then she developed sort of normally, but had a heck of a lot more tantrums and had that mucus and threw up every night. For a whole summer, they wouldn't test for anything. They didn't test for, vaccination reaction, of course. And my son was born when she was 14 months old, and the first day of his life, he got the hepatitis B immunization, so I really didn't have a standard for him. He was very light sensitive, extremely fussy right away. Both of them threw tantrums that were 8 years long. No doctor. We went to 3 different pediatricians trying to just figure out what was going on with them. They were so intense and tantrumy and picky eaters. And Brianna lost her language at age, I think, 11 or 12 months, something like that. And bottom line is we've dealt with autism their whole lives. They're pretty much adults, and it's been really hard. And I'm pretty pissed off and outraged and just floored to read that the CDC ignored a lot of parents throughout the years. The options we've been given are psychotropics for my son or institutionalization, which over my dead body. And Brianna has struggled her whole life trying to keep from having meltdowns. And those of you who knew us, they've come a hell of a long way, but it has been everyday hard work by myself, single mom, and no real solid treatments, cures, or resources. And so research dollars have not been spent really initially digging in to the cause, because I think it's a money thing. I think not enough is being done to blood test. There's no blood test in the autism diagnosis. It's all based on behaviors, and most of the treatments are based on behaviors. I want more. Everyone I talk to wants more. I advocate for families all over the country. I have families and friends of people with children with autism all over the world. I have a website, and It's called Guruvi People, as my kids are my gurus. They've taught me so much. Well, mostly they've taught me to stand up for myself. And I'm standing up and I'm saying, why is the CDC's cover-up in 2004 not being covered by the media? Why do we don't have a voice and our kids don't have a voice? This is just awful, and it's so hard. And anyone who knows this knows that we've made it through bare minimum, and it's been extremely excruciating for my kids and for our family and for anyone I know that's going through this. And I want more answers, and I'm sick of this just half-assed crap. He wrote an apology, or Dr. Thomas wrote an apology, or a letter through his lawyer apologizing for omitting evidence that led to that was associated with the exposure to thimerosal at an early age and the prevalence of autism. And nobody's talking about it. It's not on the front cover of the news. Why? We want more. Sincerely, an autism mom who kicks ass and wants to kick ass. This is just ridiculous.